everyone, welcome back to the McCall's Kitchen Baking Channel. After my first trip to Paris and tasting homemade croissants, I needed to figure out how to make my very own. So pack your beret and follow along as I share with you the step-by-step process to making this famous pastry in your very own kitchen. Sprinkle the dry yeast to the warm water and allow it to foam. Now let's add the flour, sugar, salt, and cold milk. Mix all together until a dough is formed. Turn over onto your work surface and cover to let rest. Now let's prep the fats. Sorry, spoiler alert, that's what gives the croissants their delicious flavor. The fat will help the laminating in the dough. This gives your croissants the flaky layers. We're going to be needing unsalted butter and roll-in shortening. You're going to need to mix these two fats together as evenly as possible. I like to make 2 separate squares for each fat. And taking 2 separate sheets of wax paper, place the butter and the shortening on top of each other and keep folding to mix the fats together. You always want to try to keep it in a square form, approximately 8 inches by 8 inches. Returning back to your dough, flatten it out to approximately 10 by 10 inch square and place the fat in the middle, folding the edges towards the center. Now you're going to start with your first roll. With a rolling pin, you're going to start to roll out the dough to a rectangle that's 24 by 10 inches, adding as little flour as possible. The flour is only required to ensure that the dough is not sticking to your surface. Brush off any extra flour and fold your dough into thirds. This is known as a book fold, and repeat the process for roll 2. Once again, a rectangle 24 by 10. Roll number 3. Trust me, all these rolls are worth it at the end. Roll the rectangle out again, 24 by 16, and cut in half so you have 2 pieces that are 12 by 16. Laying the pieces on top of each other, line up the cut edge against the rolled edge. Roll number 4. We're almost done, I promise. Take the 2 pieces and roll to an 18 by 12 inch rectangle. Last and final roll, number 5. Take one of the pieces of dough and roll out to 40 by 8 inch rectangle. Then making a triangle template, mine's approximately 8 by 4 inches, cut out your croissant. Cutting a little slit at the base of the triangle, grasp and roll up towards the narrow end. Line up the croissants on a baking sheet. Cover with a plastic sheet and set in a warm area to rise. When they have doubled in size, they're ready for an egg wash. An egg wash is a beaten egg with some water and a pinch of salt. Should you have a diet restriction, you can easily use a milk wash. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Bake from 8 to 12 minutes or until golden brown. Remember, each oven bakes differently, so you'll have to keep an eye out on yours. Congratulations, you've just made croissants from scratch. Here's a little bit of trivia. People often think of France when they hear mention of croissant, but Austria is the true birthplace of this famous pastry. I hope you found this video interesting, and if you give this recipe a try, tag us at McCall's Baking Kitchen. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook. We'd love to see your creations. As always, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, give it a thumbs up, a like, leave us a comment, and I'll see you next week with a new video.